Pat, you were talking about the stadium and the noise. There was a point in this game where you could hear a pin drop in here, and then once Judge hit that home run, and then the Yankees, of course, with that rally in the 8th inning, just followed through. This place was electric. And Walker is set to become a free agent after this season. The 28-year-old point guard who grew up right here in Soundview is ready to cash in. I got a very important message here I got to deliver, so I'm going to ask the borough real quick. Brooklyn, will you join me, please, here at camera 3? Hi, Brooklyn. We need to talk. Do you want the Islanders here? No, really, do you? Because here's the thing. Long Island, they want them back. Chase Edmonds, he did not attend the NFL draft. His mom actually did, though. She went to Dallas, and she wasn't disappointed as the Fordham running back got his name called in the 4th round, selected by the Arizona Cardinals. And WWE's takeover of the borough continuing here at Brooklyn Bridge Park. As you can see, some cornhole going on over here. Bring it over for the big bocce tournament as superstars and Special Olympic athletes both in action, and everybody's having a great time. Turning to baseball, Hofstra's been on an 8-game win streak, one of which was a no-hitter. Now that's impressive enough, but the Pride were not done. Now I have to admit, I came here thinking maybe I'd give this a shot myself, but after seeing what these women are doing, these complex routines, no chance. I tease our producer Steve all the time about the Jets and this and that. It's just not funny anymore. It's just not the way this is going. Look,
I know.
Look, we're just 2 weeks into the Jets, what I would guess you'd call tanking the season. So far, so good. 2 games, 2 less than entertaining losses. And the Fordham football program hopes to raise $2,000 in the Lift for Life program by lifting weights like these next week. And I figure if they can do it, so can I. At Fordham University, Kurt Semder, News 12, the Bronx Sports. After being scratched from a start earlier this week with bicep tendonitis, Noah Syndergaard refused an MRI, and the Mets allowed him to do that. Every Mets fan knew what was coming on Sunday as Thor returned to the mound. April is Autism Awareness Month, of course, and playing sports can be difficult for both kids with autism and their families. But one little league in our borough has taken on the challenge and seen amazing results. Playing baseball. It's something we take for granted. But for the athletes of the Bronx Chester Challenger League, Bombers! It's the highlight of their weekend.
I like this league because I've been playing it for a couple of years from now, and I really enjoy it.
What sets this league apart, all of its players from ages 4 up to 21 have autism. The league was founded 5 years ago by Lizette Hernandez, who just wanted her son to have a chance to play.
My son Donovan, who's autistic, came to me and said, I want to play baseball. And that excited me because I played baseball when I was younger. His dad played baseball. So it was the challenge was finding a place that was tailored to his needs.
The Bronx Chester Little League stepped up and said if you can get 15 players, you have a field. They ended up with 65.
And now we're up to about 115 kids. It doesn't matter what functioning level they're at. If the kids want to take a break, if they're having a bad day, they just want to sit out in the outfield, that's perfectly fine here.
It gives me a chance to meet a lot of kids with different forms of autism, just like my school, and I'm able to form another family here.
For this game, the Bronx Chester Ravens got a special visit from the Ravens of St. Raymond. High school athletes taking on the roles of cheerleaders and coaches.
When they hit the ball, I want you to run home hard. You gotta be safe.
It was honestly good to have extra voices cheering for the extra teams, and it was actually very fun to get the extra reactions when people they don't think would hit the ball very well would honestly just destroy it.
The Challenger League gives these kids not only an opportunity to interact with each other outside of school, but just a chance to play baseball with their friends. And the kids aren't the only ones who get something out of it. The parents do as well.
A lot of parents, when they hear their child has autism, they don't think that they're going to get those typical experiences that, neurotypical kids get. And so it's really nice. As parents, our thing is to protect them. And here, you don't need to protect them because they're welcome here.
And learning a great lesson.
This program is not about which team wins or loses. It's about putting our differences aside and having fun.
Couldn't have said it better myself. When dealing with autism, baseball is definitely a piece of the puzzle. Earlier this year, Emmy Andujar was playing pro basketball in Mexico, also turning heads with the Puerto Rican national team. But in April, bad news stopped him in his tracks.
I got diagnosed with stage 2 cancer. When people hear cancer, people think of death. But for me, it was just about basketball. just me not being able to play and put my life on pause, it was hard.
The Manhattan College alum underwent surgery, and the treatment that followed took its toll.
The chemo, it catches you by surprise, like the effects it does to your body. And it's just, one moment you're playing at a high level of basketball, and then you just shut down.
He was losing weight, but never lost faith.
Just staying positive, knowing that, one day I will be able to get back out there.
Emmy endured 4 months of chemotherapy, hoping that he would one day be able to play basketball again. This past Monday, he got the news he was waiting for. He's cancer-free.
I felt like I was reborn, and it's great. The first thing that came to mind is like, all right, now I could go to the gym, work out, and just have that feel for that basketball again.
Emmy knows how lucky he is and hopes to be an inspiration to those going through much worse.
As long as you just stay mentally prepared and strong and knowing that you're never in any situation alone, that you'll be okay.
It's part of the reason he'll be holding a youth basketball clinic later this month, giving out free school supplies, as well as delivering a Stop the Violence message in honor of his late brother.
At the age of 26, sometimes I feel like I'm 46, just what I've been through, but I know I have a goal, and nothing is gonna stop me from getting to that goal.
Not even cancer. At Manhattan College, Kurt Semder, News 12 The Bronx. Time now for sports. I'm Kurt Semder. For over 6 seasons, Carmelo Anthony was the face of the Knicks, but this past summer it was time to part ways, and the Knicks traded him to Oklahoma City. Last night, Melo making his return to the Garden, and after a thank you Melo video played on the scoreboard, Anthony was introduced to a mostly positive reception from the Garden crowd. Now, this game losing a bit of its juice because Kristaps Porzingis was out with a sore knee. His Blazer game still on point, though. Melo getting right to work. His first shot of the game, what do you expect? Knocks it down. OKC up by 3 points after the first quarter. Second half, though, Knicks really turn it on. Ron Baker open in the corner, and that means corner three. Knicks up by 7. A few plays later, Doug McDermott, who was traded for Melo, 13 points off the bench against his old team. The lead up to 11, but the Thunder cut it to just 6 late. But then the steal. Up ahead to Michael Beasley, slams it home. Game high 30 points for him. And the Knicks beat Melo and the Thunder 111-96. Well, is this the year that Eagle Academy finally becomes the top PSAL team in the Bronx? Early signs say it's a definite possibility. And in the News 12 Varsity Report, they show where they could stack up in the city last night as they took on Brooklyn Collegiate at the City Legends Invitational. But Eagle down by 16 points in the third quarter. Nelson Samuels using his long arms for 2 of his 10 points, trying to start a rally. And it works, because in the fourth quarter, Marlon Todd takes the contact but hits the shot, cutting the deficit to single digits. And then from behind the arc, it's Floyd Samuels. He had a team-high 14 points, but Eagle getting no closer than 7. They fall 56-43.
It's a tough loss, but we still got more games to go on. We're going to just focus on practice.
What we got to do is just rebound. And what we got to do is play hard every day. Every time in practice, we got to work hard.
College basketball now, the Manhattan women's team taking on LIU Brooklyn, and they've got injuries, a stomach bug, so the Jaspers definitely shorthanded, but it didn't seem to matter. Second quarter, Kayla Grimmie muscling her way in for 2 of her game-high 15 points. Then with the shot clock winding down, Lizea Morgan with the buzzer beater for 3. Manhattan goes into the half leading 43-19. And the momentum continues into the second half. Grimmie with the head fake and baseline drive. Manhattan getting back on track with a much-needed 72-38 win.
That just kind of shows our resilience. I think we were kind of ready for a win. We've struggled the past couple of games, and we have great teammates. We have a lot of depth.
They were really focused today. I thought people stepped up and really just were connected today. I thought it was a really good team win.
Fordham men's hoops already lacking in depth, getting a little more shorthanded. They've lost 2 players now for the rest of the season to injury. Junior forward Jesse Bunting and sophomore forward and Bronx native Chuba Ohams are out. Chuba has appeared in just 3 games this season. A devastating blow to a team that has already lacked in size, and now they're losing 2 more forwards. Rams are off till Thursday when they host Florida A&M. Some baseball news, CC Sabathia coming back to the Yankees, signing a one-year, $10 million contract. Sabathia's agent telling MLB.com that CC feels there's unfinished business to attend to. At 37 years old, Sabathia had easily his best season since 2012, but it was in the postseason where he really stood out. 4 starts in the playoffs, never gave up more than 2 earned runs, including those 6 shutout innings against the eventual World Series champion Astros in Game 3 of the ALCS. And hockey, Rangers playing back-to-back nights. Last night in Boston, first period, Michael Grabner getting them off to a good start. It's 1-0 Rangers. Second period now, they add to their lead as JT Miller gets a great pass and goes in on the breakaway. Power play goal with the backhand, lights the lamp. 2-0. But the Bruins tied things up, send it to overtime, and there the Rangers on the power play again. Matt Zuccarello puts the biscuit in the basket. Rangers with a solid win on the road, 3-2. I'm Kurt Semder, and that's your Bronx Sports.